Three losing weeks. We are down $170 and there's only $329 between this trading bot and the challenge floor. And there's something I need to correct from last episode. If you are new here, here's what we are doing. I started a 5000 prop firm challenge and instead of manually trading it, I'm letting my trading bot run the account. Every week, I'm documenting exactly what happens, the trades, the wins, the losses, the mistakes, and ultimately, whether this bot can actually pass the challenge. In episode 18, I told you we had cut the AMR strategies, all four of them, gone. But that wasn't actually true. There was a confusion between what I had planned to change and what was actually in the bot's configuration. AMR was still trading. So, before we talk about this week's results, I wanted to correct that. I'm building this in public, and if I get something wrong, I don't want to quietly edit the story afterwards. And ironically, keeping AMR running may have been the right decision. Here's why. After the last episode went live, a viewer pointed out something I hadn't given enough weight to. Week two's losses happened during a major Bank of Japan policy week. The week of July 27th to 31st had major positioning around the BOJ rate decision, the Outlook report, and the press conference. And that matters because AMR is a mean reversion strategy. It works by fading moves that have stretched too far from the average. But during a major central bank event, those moves aren't necessarily temporary. They can keep coming. So, the strategy might not have been broken. The market conditions were simply terrible for what AMR is designed to do. Now, our original rule said AMR would be cut at a 35.7% win rate, but that number includes a major central bank week. So, I'm changing the decision rule. AMR gets another checkpoint. 25 live AMR trades or September 1st, whichever comes first. At that point, the data makes the decision, not me. Now let's look at what actually happened in week 3. 8 trades, 2 wins, 6 losses, 25% win rate, minus $25.39. Overall, we are down $170.16 from the original $5,000 account. The challenge floor is $4,500. Current balance $4,829.84. That leaves us with $329 of buffer. And that's the number I want you to remember from this episode. Let's go through the week because the numbers don't tell the whole story. Monday started with an EUD JPY buy, stopped out, minus $7.32. Then CAD JPY buy, another stop, minus $8.72. Then GBP JPY buy. This one actually moved into the right direction, but the session ended, so the bot force flattened the position plus $6.27. And then GBP USD, the market barely moved, force flattened at the end of the session, minus $7.76. Wednesday gave us two more AMR signals. AUD JPY sell, stopped out. CAD JPY sell, force flattened, both losses. Thursday, AUD JPY buy, force flattened, minus $4.12. Friday, and Friday finally gave us another winner. EUR JPY sell, target hit, plus $4.02. So that's the week. 8 trades, 2 winners, 6 losers. Another losing week. But here's where it gets interesting. Profit factor 0.29. Expectancy minus 0.26 R per trade. Gross wins $10.29. Gross losses $35.68. Best trade was GBP JPY at plus 6.27. Worst trade was CAD JPY at minus 8.72. And look at the actual R values. Most of these losses are between minus 0.3 and minus 0.7 hour. No single trade blew through the daily loss limit. No revenge trading, no double down, no manual interference. The risk gates did exactly what they were supposed to do. So here's the question I'm trying to answer. Is the bot broken? Or are we simply watching a strategy go through a bad market regime? But I don't want to pretend everything is fine. Win plus $400, loss minus $329.84. We need roughly 400 from here to hit the challenge target, but we only have 329.84 before we hit the floor. Right now, losing is actually closer than winning. That's the uncomfortable reality of where we are. So here's what happens next. AMR stays active. At that checkpoint, we will look at the actual live data and make the decision. If AMR recovers, we have evidence. If it doesn't, we cut it. And the demo account is still running all the strategies as a control. That gives us another data point. If AMR starts recovering there while this account struggles, that's something worth investigating. So that's where we are. 3 losing weeks, $170 down, $329.84 of buffer remaining, and the bot is still running. This is the $5,000 bot challenge. I'm documenting it every week, the wins, the losses, the mistakes, and everything in between. If you want to see whether this bot actually passes the challenge, I will see you next Sunday.